This is the Council in Brief. I'm Crystal Park. We're here to wrap up the latest news of the Montgomery County Council. Up first, the County Council has introduced new zoning legislation that would make it easier for signature businesses like Amazon to locate here in Montgomery County. Susan Kennedy has more.
The proposal would allow a large company building a headquarters in Montgomery County to submit a single development plan that would be approved in 60 days or less. Currently, the county review process lasts about 120 days and includes the submission of both sketches and site plans.
If you are a company that needs to essentially build an entire downtown, not in a rush, but in a predictable timeline. If you want to add another 1,000 employees next year, and you need to, you don't want to have the construction process be what's preventing your company being able to bring those 1,000 employees in. And so we need to be able to keep pace with the level of growth of a company that wants to do this.
It doesn't change the substance, what the zoning might be, what the opportunities for development might be, what the rules are for civic engagement, or any of that. It just puts it into a more constrained box. But everyone gets to weigh in. The rules are very clear. And frankly, it's probably something we should have done long ago.
The goal of the zoning text amendment is to create a more streamlined process so the county can take advantage of the opportunities a signature business like Amazon might offer. Montgomery County is one of 20 locations under consideration for the corporation's second headquarters and the 50,000 jobs it will bring with it. Council President Reamer says this type of proposal is something the county has been looking at in the big picture for years.
We have put forward visions for the next 20, 30 years in the county that allow for something of this magnitude to occur. Generally speaking, we know where development of this scale could go. We know what implications it might have in a very general way, and we know what we have to do to make it happen.
A public hearing on the zoning text amendment is set for May 15th. In Rockville, I'm Susan Kennedy for the Council in Brief.
Debate over new cell tower legislation rages on. The county held another public hearing last week on the controversial topic that was first raised in 2014. Residents voiced serious concerns about health risks that might arise from the proposed zoning amendment. However, the county's hands are tied because of federal regulations that supersede the county's reach.
Congress has acted to set the national framework for telecommunications issues, and they have constrained our authority in a lot of different ways. One of them has said that we cannot act in our zoning code on the basis of health or environmental. The law says environmental concerns, which has been interpreted by the courts to mean health as well. We've also been constrained in a related way by Congress around whether we can actually block deployment of the infrastructure. We cannot. Congress has passed laws that have been interpreted by the courts that we may not block deployment of wireless infrastructure.
Also this week, the council heard from the county's Health and Human Services Department, as well as the Montgomery County Public School System, on plans to expand pre-K and early childhood education. The county is committed to providing low-income and/or English language learners equal opportunity to early education to prepare them to enter the school system.
Anytime I look at the data, I look at the growth of the student enrollment in MCPS, I realize that we have many more children who are entering kindergarten, definitely not ready to learn, more children who are affected by poverty, as evident by our farms rates that continue to grow. I realize that, our job as policymakers is to make sure that we get the best return on investment, because this is our taxpayers' money, that we ensure that we are able to actually save money instead of setting ourselves up to then remediate and spend more money, and leverage whatever resources we have already invested.
That wraps up this edition of Council in Brief. I'm Crystal Park.